We're live now, bro.
All right. CMD boxing reports. Ronell Hit reporting here and back at it for the boxing fanatics with my boy.
Boxer Below Center. You can you hear me, bro?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Oh no, I'm getting feedback. Let me turn my thing. All right, there we go.
All right. That's nice. So, we got a lot of things to talk about today, because it's good to gist. And I think the last time we did it, it was quite good. I mean, a lot of people joined us. We don't know if they would join us this time around or they were sleeping. But nevertheless, we're still going to talk that shit.
Yeah.
Uh, so, did you watch the Dillian White and Joseph Parker public workout today?
Yes.
Or
I'm watching. I'm looking at Joseph Parker right now in the ring, getting his stamina up here, jumping rope. Hi, boxing block. Love you guys. What's up, Rare Tar? And like I said, man, I mean, all right, I like Dillian White. Trust me, I have nothing against him, but it's the gut, my feeling about the guy. Like I said, I gives him a B minus. All right, I mean, he is learning, he is improving, and that's good, you know. So yeah, I give him a B minus, and if he is to lose against Joseph Parker, which I think he will, he'll to me he'll still I guess he'll still stay at the B minus level. However, I'll bump Joseph Parker up to B plus because right now he's just a B. That's the
okay,
grade I gives him.
okay, then if you call Dillian White a B minus fighter, what will you call Deontay Wilder then?
I can give Deontay Wilder a C. I mean, and that's only because of his power. But he's a C because he doesn't have the great footwork. We all know this. He doesn't have the great defense. We know this. However, he does get the job done with that right hand. So that's why I
And,
gives him a C.
okay, okay, who in your eyes right now in every division is a high class or A plus fighter?
No need to ask that. You know it's Anthony Joshua. His name begins with A. Well, and it's not because of his popularity. And I don't do it. It's because, of his skill set. All right. Right now, let me see. For right now in the heavyweight division, I give him an A. All right. Probably an A minus if Usyk was to go up there, and if he was to beat Usyk,
You're sick or
eh,
you mean Povetkin?
Prevectin, I think he'll beat Prevectin, but now everyone is talking about Usyk. I mean, they all forgot about the Prevectin fight. They
So
all
now,
talking about Usyk now.
so now they're talking about not doing to water fight anymore. Like let's see, why is it that any fighter that come onto the scene, like maybe have a good win, his name will be linked to Anthony Joshua? I mean, it's
Hey,
just kind of fucked up.
yeah, but that's how it is. It was like that with Floyd Mayweather. I mean, you can get a guy out of nowhere who come and knock someone down. People say, "Hey, well, he'll be a good fight for Mayweather." And with Mike Tyson, it was like that. I remember is when we had some dude Andrew Galata. He was from Poland, and he came over here and beat the living daylights out of one of the great American boxers, Reddick Bowe, and everyone kept saying he'll be a good guy for Mike Tyson. Whenever you on top and if they see someone else that's coming up, they gonna link that fighter to that other man's name, the one who's on top. All right, because they want to make sure he is the real deal.
Hey, Ray Tower, love you too, bro. Respect for always supporting. For those of you guys watching, please click the like button. That's way to join us. Click the like button, please. So,
Wow.
um, let me tell you one thing. I think that listen, we all know that Mayweather, yeah, he's a legend in the sport, and people called Mayweather out at that time because he was the cash cow. And I think Mayweather can still make a lot of money in the sport of boxing if he ever decided to come back. Than a lot of fighters make it now. even that Anthony Joshua as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
You
tell you
know,
one thing. If he come back again, it better be against 50 Cent.
50% might beat Mayweather.
I don't know. Mayweather might not take it. He don't want to get herpes. So
50% might beat Mayweather. There's something called um, weight difference. I mean,
yeah, I understand, but
the size is just too much. And 50%, yeah, 50 might beat Mayweather. I don't know if it's a boxing pure boxing match. I don't know 50 Cent background, but I think he was a fighter according to what I've read about him. I mean,
yeah, a
he,
fighter,
he did train. He did
right?
train, but being a boxer is a different case. But nevertheless, size matters.
Well, I understand, but one thing about this, did you hear about 50 Cent getting punked by some other rapper named Black Child? And 50 Cent put a restraining order against this guy. Right? This dude came to 50 Cent's front step, all right, and wanted him to come outside. 50 wouldn't do it. Of course, this happened some years ago, but boys all talk. Mark Crawford, are you related to Terrence Crawford? So,
We're looking at people calling out AJ.
mhm,
I mean, it's logical to call out Anthony Joshua, yeah, because they want to pay the. But why is his name being linked to every? Usyk, for God's sake, is a cruiserweight. He's got the skills. Yeah, we know that he's a phenomenal boxer. We know that, but in every division is a totally different
different.
stuff, man.
Yeah,
You
true.
need the weight advantage. You need, you know. Let me tell you one thing. Gaziev, remember, Gaziev didn't really hurt Usyk that much, but there was a couple of punches he threw that got Usyk shook. A guy like Anthony Joshua threw that kind of punches, Usyk will be going to sleep. I mean, it's just too much weight advantage.
Yeah,
Maybe if you talk about Usyk against Usyk against Povetkin, yeah, I would say yeah that would be a very good matchup because Povetkin is literally the same height. You
yeah, but
know,
Usyk, he didn't call out Anthony Joshua. This is the media, other trainers.
the guy that brought it up first is Prince Hamid. Prince Hamid
Yeah,
is the one
they
that
said it.
that guy is always talking rubbish. I mean, everything concerning Anthony Joshua never talks positive about Joshua. I mean, well, we all know Prince Hamid how he is. Listen, if you look back at when Klitschko fought um um Alexander Povetkin, even when Povetkin was taking PEDs, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm telling you, Klitschko beat the hell out. Klitschko uses size, and me seeing the last part of the Joshua kind of reminded me of like, okay, the Joshua is kind of picking up on the Klitschko's tactics.
right.
We saw
I
how
want
I fought against Joseph Parker. He just jabbed Joseph Parker to death. I mean, he was just jabbing Joseph Parker, using the size advantage. He didn't
oh, yeah, yeah.
go reckless there. You know, and I,
Well,
and I, and I think a guy like Usyk, the weight and reach advantage will be too much. Although Usyk he might give Joshua problems, that's for sure, no doubt, because he's a phenomenal boxer, no doubt. But giving the problem will be by, you know, as running around the ring,
right. Well, I want to say one
working
thing.
his,
Mark,
worker. I'm
yeah,
listening.
all
Yeah.
right. I heard you. But Mark Crawford wants to know, do you think because he's going on a Parker fight, he wants to know if Parker is going to come in and go to war. I don't think so. If anyone going to try to make it a war, it's going to be Dillian White, all right? Because he knows that Parker has the advantage in skill. So if anyone going to get reckless in there, I believe it's going to be Dillian White, not Parker. And well, I do believe that if anything, Parker he might make it a dog fight. He's in it to win it. He's not going to lose to Dillian White. He's not even trying to. That's how I feel. I feel
you,
that
you,
Dillian
you,
White. Di-
you're kind of underestimating Dillian White's skills, huh? Let's say the Dillian White that fought Anthony Joshua. If you go back and look at that fight, He fought. They both of them they went to war. Okay, because they had beef. And I think that Joseph Parker is coming to this fight to box. And Dillian White said that if Joseph Parker comes to this fight to box, he is also going to box. But if he comes to fight, they will go to war. I think the most entertaining fight. Can you can you kind of guess the most entertaining fight in this card? Can you kind of guess?
What
Like
the most what?
out of Joshua Boaxi, Conor Ben, Katie Taylor, Dave Holland against Nick Webb, and Carlos Takam against Chisora. I
Yeah.
think Carlos Takam against Chisora will be the most entertaining fight in this card on this card. And
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it because I just saw an interview Chisora did, and they asked him, "What will be your strategy on Saturday night? Are you going to box, show your skills, or you going to go to war?" Shizora said he is going to go to war. You know, he just laughed and say, he said his trainer might say, "Oh, box," and I say he's going to go to war. And when he says that, Chisora, I see him as I see him like not as a journeyman, like a point. Let's say a step ahead a journeyman, one step ahead a journeyman. Okay, he's not a journeyman, but he's one step ahead. You know,
right. But
but you cannot lie that the guy when it comes to fight always entertain, whether he loses or he wins. He always entertain. He always comes to fight. Let's say carefully. When Joshua fought Takam, was not Takam?
yeah,
Okay, no, was it Takam or I think it was Eric Molina in a way. When they fought, when Dillian White and Chisora fought on the other card, it kind of sold out. I mean, the fight was more entertaining, I guess. I don't know which fight it is. Can you guys, if you guys can remember, you guys let me know. What fight was it on? Was it against Takam
the
or
fight
against?
when he was with when was he fighting Takam? No, I don't think that because Dillian White had a fight with Brown, right? I don't think that was. I think he had his own main. Didn't he have his own main event?
No, no, did White fought Chisora when they fought once on the other card of Anthony Joshua,
Oh
and
no, no, it was not. When he fought Chisora, that was not on Takam's on
it
Joshua Takam.
wasn't
No,
Eric Moreno, right?
yeah, it had to be. And that fight wasn't that fight like a minute ago?
Eric Molina card, or was it Charles Martin or Demir Brazil?
Nah, that I truly I know what you're talking about, but nah, that see the Anthony Joshua versus Takam fight that was recently, right? But nah,
No, no,
and
no, no. I'm talking about Dillian White against
fighting on his
Chisora.
undercard, right?
Yeah, that fight.
No, it wasn't on. It was not on that one. No,
Let me check and see. Just to be sure. Let me check. Let me check.
but the bad news with me is that I think HBO is going to be showing the fight, and they're only going to show the main event. Okay, they're only going to show Parker and Dillian White. They're not going to show the full undercard.
And that's
So
why the zone is good. You know, the zone are going to show everything from
right, they
you
or
know.
YouTube might pick it up because Katie Teller, she's very interesting, and Katie Teller always puts on a good show. All
Yeah,
right, she
because she's a very entertaining, fighter. I mean, women's boxing normally, I'm not really interested in women boxing in a way, but since I got to know about Keitello, I kind of watch women boxing nowadays. You know, it just it just wasn't my thing to see women punching each other's face.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. They're like, man, I can't watch no women's boxing. It looks disgusting. But Katie Taylor, she's interesting. Now, I think the Chisora and Khan fight is going to be interesting. You know, a lot of
I mean,
people would wants to see it.
that fight could be, that fight could steal the show.
It could. We got either Katie Taylor or the Chisora and Khan fight. It's between them two. Okay, for stealing the show. Because, like
Mm,
I said, Katie Taylor, she always puts on a great show.
yeah, Hitler's a very good uh, fighter. You know.
Seasons, but all he has done is fight villages.
Yeah, I think it was against Molina. It was against Molina, right? I think it was against Molina. I cannot early here quick.
All right, thanks, Mikey T. That's what I thought. That's cool. He just said Sky Sports will or well, he said they might show the undercard on YouTube. That's what I said earlier. Yeah, they might. It'll make sense if they do. But I'm damn. I mean, this fight card would have been very interesting if Kell Brook was still on it. For real. Man,
Um,
it's the second time. I mean, at first I thought to myself, maybe he figured he's not going to get a lot of exposure, worldwide exposure. Because, like I said, it's only going to be over here in the U.S. on the main event, and that's it. Parker and White. They're only going to show the main event. They're not going to show the whole card. But then again, I was like, nah, that can't be it. Like this guy, he really has brittle bones.
what about you was talking about Care Brook um and his injury, crisis.
Man, yeah, this fight card would have been great if he was still on it. I mean, it's still good. Oh yeah, I could find a stream, no problem. Yeah, but it'll make sense for them to put it,
Yeah,
on YouTube.
it was
Oh,
when Joshua fought Molina
yeah. But you know
yeah,
what? Is this a pay-per-view fight over there?
and in the UK, yeah, yeah.
Oh, see, that's what I thought.
But I don't have to watch it. I don't have to watch it. I don't have to pay for it because I have the zone. So the zone makes me watch for free. I will watch the undercard from the beginning to the end. That's why I don't know, but that's why it would be nice when the zone is. I mean, when they finally release the app in America, so
Yeah,
we
we talked
can
about that, and
so we can do everything. We can do a live stream from just normally people do a lot about the main event. Do a live stream about every fight. Get to know the fathers and others. That's why this is the zone project. Their new project will definitely benefit a lot of subscribers, including me, myself, their new project now,
but I'm gonna tell you,
16 shows in the US and 16 in the UK. And what Boston series is also there. That's great. It's great for boxing. What do you think?
yes, they have its own platform, but like I said, there was other Americans, who got their own YouTube, was talking about the same thing that you and I was talking about earlier yesterday.
People are saying that they wouldn't subscribe to the zone.
No, because
I
they
just
say
give
it's
them to.
another bill.
Well, they have to choose.
And
ESPN Plus, you only watch um with ESPN Plus, you only watch one of them.
Yeah. Um. No,
But
let me
yeah,
turn this.
Flavor, you only watch maybe Terence Crawford, Lomachenko, right?
Nah, Lomachenko. He's on. None of his fights has been on ES ESPN Plus yet. What's up there,
Mm,
Daniel? Yeah, we all right. No, not all his fights just be on ESPN, but they put the Manny Pacquiao fight on ESPN Plus. I did a live stream on that. I was calling the shots as it went.
mm.
Mm, You guys to be kidding. I want to watch the Carlos oh, hit the wrong thing. I want to watch a Carlos Takam workout. Yeah, seeing him throwing that double jab. Where is he from?
From Cameroon.
Oh man, it's this
Be-
girl on
be-
YouTube. She's from Cameroon. My goodness, she's beautiful.
believes believes in France, and he has a French citizenship as well. So, but he was born in Cameroon and is from Cameroon.
Man, he is big. And he's also muscular as well.
Yeah, there's a West African genetics,
Yeah, I remember.
Kind of Stakam has been like that. He has been like that. Never has never taken drugs, even when he fought Povetkin, who knocked him out. But Povetkin was on the juice. We all
Now,
know that now.
let me see. Now, whoever lose, now I think this will be the co-main event. All right.
He has to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's gonna be the co-main event, and I guess whoever. Wait. I got it wrong. Well, whoever lose between Parker and White will, I guess, either fight the winner of the co-main event because whoever win between Parker and White, I hear it is supposed to be getting a rematch with Anthony Joshua.
A possible rematch. Well, we don't really know yet. A possible rematch, yeah. You know, a possible rematch, yes.
So darn man. All right, I'm going for just Decom against Chisora, and I'm going for Parker against Dillian White. But I
Mhm.
believes that Dillian White, yeah, he's gonna try to bring it. He's gonna be very aggressive. But Joseph Parker, he can get aggressive as well. You've seen him in his fight with Fury.
Mhm.
When they're going to chase him. I don't know what Wilder is doing anymore. I mean, he done like disappeared from the scene. Like he's really like looks like he just given up with Eddie Hearn. He's uploading pictures of him with rappers and everything. So I guess he's going to stick to his word and just try to retire 51-0. He said, hey, he tried to make the fight, but it was too much politics. But Anthony Joshua told him, look, you can't step inside the ring. They told him that he's welcome to the fight, so he might show up. But if he does, they said if you don't sign the contract, you can't step inside the ring.
Definitely, he has to sign a contract to step in the ring. He's not going to get to promote himself with Joshua's name. I mean, listen, looking at his profile, believe me, since he started calling Joshua out and saying all those stuff that he said, his profile rose from 400,000 followers on Instagram to 900,000 plus. Without Joshua, he wouldn't have been able to do that. Never.
Nah,
Without
so
without all those games that he played. And now that people know that now that he played that game to promote himself, now they want to see the fight. And all Wada has to do is just to sign the contract. So no contract, no face off. When there's contract, there will be face off. Maybe if he was signed to DAZN, they could have if if Water was signed to DAZN, him and Joshua would have gotten the time, maybe the time to do a face off during the launch, DAZN launch press conference, right?
Right.
They would have got time to do that, but Water's a stubborn mind.
I'm
Water
gonna tell you,
is a very stubborn guy.
yeah, yeah, the American way.
He think
Americans are stubborn.
he thinks I mean he's the A side. You saw what David Higgins had to say, regarding the fight. It's a Waddle's team cynical and greedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you can't expect Joshua to have four belts to just, bow to your demand like that. It doesn't work that way, you know. Imagine me having to work my ass off and to let another person to just, take off the shine like that. Joshua did not fight Joseph Parker and get on the bed just to just to give one of the bigger share and make him
Jarrell
rich.
Miller. Yeah, Jarrell Miller taking on that could be possible if now I could see if Parker wins, and I don't think Joshua and that Joshua and Hearns that could like ruin their plan because most likely they want Dillian White and Parker. He's not with Hearns, so I understands that Hearns want all his fighters, in-house fighters, okay, to face each other. So most likely, I don't think he wants to deal with Parker again. So why not, throw Jarrell Miller, Big Baby Miller,
Mhm,
and that's if Parker. I mean, that's if White loses.
mhm.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, bro.
Yeah, well, we don't know now. What's up with the rapper? My man's KCI. I'm like now he was I remember he was over here in at the TMT gym and everything's
KSI, you mean
yeah,
KSI?
yeah, what did what did I call him?
K,
KCI? KSI, yeah.
yeah,
My bad.
KSI. People are just like that sometimes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With against Logan Paul. What do you think win that fight? Win that fight?
That one
They are
that
not. Both of them are not boxers. They're just YouTubers. And
yeah,
but fight is gonna generate a lot of views, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. The last fight, which KSI won was not against what's his name? I don't remember his name. He's a YouTuber as well.
What's his name? Joe something or no?
Eh, Joe
Um
Weller.
yeah, I mean I remembers they both was looking great. But KSI, man, he ain't had no defense. But I like the way he went inside with that uppercut. Man, it looked nice. But you know what? KSI, I only like over here. I only heard his music on YouTube. Like I don't hear his music playing over here in the states.
Well, his music is not. I mean, his music. I don't know if his music is on airplay. I don't know.
All right, well, shoot, must be on like
Wow! Wow! Great news! Great news! Great news! Eddie Hearn just tweeted that delighted to agree terms for Boo Boo Andrade as Demetrius Andrade to challenge Billy Joe Saunders for the WBO World Title. Full details coming soon. Wow!
okay. So hold on, I have Eddie Hearn as well. Let me look this up.
Oh, that's good. Breaking news, man.
Yeah, all right. Delighted to agree the terms. This happened 7 minutes ago. Boo Andre challenge. All right. Billy Joe Saunders. All right. So
I think it'll
now
be.
it's
I
time to
think.
get down. All right. First and foremost, all right, I remember is the last time Demetrius Andrade fought outside the United States. He looked it horrible. He got the job done, but he just looked it horrible. So if he's going to most likely, I don't know, the fight could be over in the UK again. No, I think his last fight was in Germany. Not his last fight, but the one when he fought outside the states. I think it was in Germany.
Which one?
The fight when he had fought outside the United States. Yeah, I think it was in Germany. Oh man, he looked at horrible. I don't know if it was jet lag or what, but he that did not look like our our Demetrius Andre the way we know him. He looked all tired and sluggish. My goodness. But even though he was like tired and sluggish, his opponent still couldn't get rid of him, and they was fighting for a belt.
Mm, damn,
All right, so he said Eddie's pushing for it in the states. That'll be even and greater.
that's nice in the
You
states.
see, man, Eddie Hearn, man, come on, y'all gotta give the man an applause.
So, but just Sanders going to America to fight. Uh, but a lot of people are saying that Andrade or Andrade hasn't really been active enough, and I think he needs a tune-up fight. Well,
Who
I
said
think
that?
I saw it in a conversation. I think unless the crowd pulls out again, people are just not a nice way to talk about Bobo Andrade is trying to be more active and actually have fights now. Well, it's nice to get the fight made. Well, I never saw this comment because I thought maybe if the fight had gone to into a pause bid and what happened, you know.
Yeah, well,
So,
y-
but I
y-
mean,
y-
go
over
ahead.
here in the states, I mean, I'm pretty sure you understand why these guys are fighting once
And
a
and
year.
the fight is going to take place in America, which makes it a neutral ground. No, not a neutral ground, which makes it Bobo Andrade's hometown. Like I think in New York, it might take place in New York. That Andrade, Demetrius Andrade, is a very, you know, nice dude. I mean, he is very funny. He's good on the mic. You know, it seems quite like a very
Well,
respectful person as
people
well.
been being asking how come he ain't take on none of the top elite boxers, and he said, "Hey, it ain't my fault. They don't want to take me on." So
And
now
he
he's taking
and
on in a top league. He got Billy Joe Saunders. Wow,
that's
and
that's his time.
wow.
And this is his time. This is time for him to you know really show the world what it's about. I mean, we all know Billy Joe Saunders is a phenomenal boxer.
So how do you see Billy Joe Saunders fighting him? Is he going to come forward, back leg? It's going
Billy Joe
back up.
Saunders is a boxer.
Yeah, I
You know,
understand, but
he's a boxer.
he
So
can. Billy Joe Saunders could come forward. He can come backwards. He can move side to side. All right, he's a complete boxer. You know what I mean? Something
his
like
style is
Demetrius Andrade as well. Uh,
so
and
it's
they
gonna
both
affect.
are around about the same height. How tall is Billy Joe? He's like 6'1".
I don't know.
I think he's like 5'11" or 6'1" and everything. Demetrius Andrade, he's about that. Shoot, it's like everybody over here in the state stopped growing at 6'1".
Mm.
I mean, we
Eddie is making moves, huh? These days people were already hitting on the zone, and right now, if this fight is gonna be on the zone, USA, you see, the zone
all
are
right.
making. I think they agreed because of the money involved, and the zone are going to really prove the fans and a lot of doubters wrong. Yeah, they're going to
Well,
prove them
I
wrong.
mean, Yeah, like you say, he's 5'11", pushing 6 foot. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I'm 6'1" and 7'8". It really isn't a difference. I don't even consider myself tall. I just consider myself long because I still gotta look up to so many people over here in the states.
So do both guys need a tune-up fight, or are they just gonna fight like this? Going to
Nah, it's a great fight. No, they don't need no tune-up fight. They both are equal. I'll say. Demetrius Andre, yeah, he stands 6'1". Okay, he got about 2 inches, but like I said, it's re- really, it's not a big thing, right? I mean, sometimes people can't even tell. Like some people think I'm 5'11", but when they stand up to me, like I said, they see, oh no, you're not 5'11". Like no, it's about the same thing, really.
mm,
I mean, I'm not looking down on a guy who's 5'11". I mean, not all like I have to bend my head down to look down at him, you know. So he's right there, 5'11", 5'10". No, you right there. It's not much of a difference. It may look like one, but so darn. Man, it's gonna be a lot of people talking trash. And Boo Boo Andre and talking about talking trash, right? I don't know if y'all heard about Jamel Charlo's situation. All right, he's being charged with domestic violence and some, brutal stuff. Okay, he had choked this girl and covered her mouth up. He was trying to, kill this girl, like strangle her. But his brother says don't believe everything you hear. Jamel Charlo, he says that he's innocent. You know, and
Jimmy
Demetrius,
Charlo, that guy.
Demetrius Andre, he's picking at him, saying that you're innocent before proven guilty. I heard he's making jokes about Charlo's situation. Oh yeah,
Well, I personally think that Jimmy Charlo. I don't know which one is Jimmy Charlo or Jemma Charlo.
Jamel, he's the one at middleweight, 154.
That Charlo name looks like an Indian name.
Is it? Does it?
Chamak Chalo.
Yeah,
Looks like an Indian name, yeah? Chalo. That Chalo name sounds like an Indian name in a
yeah,
way.
but they ain't no Indians.
Yeah,
Matter of
no,
fact,
but you guys have a lot of different names. I mean, a lot of strange, some good names, some strange name. I don't even
yeah,
know what Deontay means because I know
Deontay.
what Vida. Vida is a Dutch name in a way, but Deontay, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means.
Deontay is a made up name. Yeah, like over here, like some of the women, they just be making up names. Like, let me see, I have a nephew named Kai. Um, darn it, I forget. I just know him as Kai. And let's see, Kaizan, Kaijana. I mean, yeah, we got, yeah, I got a nephew named Jay Sean.
Uh,
There's no Day Sean, but there's a Jay Sean.
uh,
And let me see. Well, this name is not made up. Zuura. That's not a made up name. That's an African name.
okay.
And yeah, that's in my family.
What kind of name is Bush?
What kind of name is what? Bush?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's see, a lot of people over here was like changing their names to like whatever they was best known for. And when some of them came over here, like they was getting their last names automatically changed by the government. Like the O'Hares, like when they came here, some of them got the O taken off their name, and they were just called Hair. You know, That's how you got the name Hair over here, which is actually O'Hare, but they just took the O off and just left it as Hair.
What?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
George
You know.
Bush. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, we got some strain. Yeah, Deontay's name is darn it, what name did they get that from? Damon? No, Dante. They got it from Dante, and they just changed it to Deontay. I'm gonna go
Mm,
to White Parker. Looking forward to it. Enrico Banks.
nice.
Well, where is he from? Enrico Banks.
Rico Banks. When's
Yeah.
Logan's match? I think well, they'll be fighting on not next month. Next month, on 25th of next month, 25th of
Oh yeah,
August.
that's right. Cause you thought it was today, right?
Yeah, I thought it was today, and I looked at the date. I said, "Wow, today is not Saturday." So 25th of August. That's when they'll be fighting.
Hoping Joe Joyce will have taken the Nick Webb fight. Oh, that fight's not going down. I seen some stuff on Nick Webb. All right, instead of Dave Allen is taking the fight. August, y'all.
George Joyce wants to fight on the biggest stage, and the biggest stage is against, is when you fight on the other card of Anthony Joshua. And that's
Yeah, but
just September. So George Joyce said that he really doesn't want to fight now, and
wait a
he
minute.
wants.
Y'all talk about our last names. Look at this guy, Mark Bostro. Kind of what? Mr. Bostro? No. Well, Mark, July is almost over. All right. We in July 25th. Yeah, yeah, we just talking about it. Andre versus man, yo, when now listen, when Boxing Blocks had found the news, he got excited, like, wow, wow. I thought I was gonna say Deontay Wilder fine and signed the contract. And that's what I thought he was gonna say. That's what going through my mind. I said, oh, wait a minute. Deontay, he must have signed the contract. But still, it's good. It's good news. Hearn won the purse bid Saturday versus Boo Boo in the States. Oh wow, it's gonna be inside the States.
Mm,
I don't know, man. A lot of people over here, they don't like oh, never mind. I was gonna say they don't like Demetrius Andre. Why? But never mind. I don't know
why?
why. Look, I love boxing. I don't care who you sign with. I mean, what Golden Boy did was wrong. All right. But damn, if I have a like a favorite boxer or they have a real great boxer, I have to watch the fight just to support that boxer. The hell with Golden Boy. You know what I mean? What they did with them racist emails and stuff. And look, I look past that stuff because I already know people who has that frame of mind is sick. Okay. And I'm not gonna let them make me sick. I'm not gonna give them my energy. All right. I'm not gonna concentrate on their stupidity. So, oh my goodness. Hold on, gang. I got another phone call. Y'all, what's up? Yeah, yeah, I'm doing good. Yo, I'm in the middle of something right now. What's going on? Nah, she home. So yeah. Huh? Yeah, no, she calling from somebody else's phone. Oh, all right. I, all right, I'll do so. All right, bro. One. Hey, love you, little bro. One. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take that fall. That phone call. I said
Yeah,
fall. My goodness.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know y'all heard what I was talking about. Yeah, I told him to bring the the money to the place and I'll sell him everything. Nah, it's like I'm just kidding. That would have been something. Yeah, if I had that type of phone call on YouTube live, you know what I mean? And not even thinking, people has done that by accident. They actually thought their stream was off when it wasn't. And they was doing certain things. Like one girl, she thought her stream was over, some Asian girl, pretty girl too. And she started masturbating right in front of the camera. But she thought the camera and stuff was off. And no, there's people still watching. He was like, oh, snap. But YouTube took her channel away and she had a whole lot of subscribers. And one dude, he was making a deal and whatnot right here on YouTube. So yeah, I don't know. See, if I ever go live with the camera and everything, yeah, I gotta make sure my stuff is done. And it's like the second time I've been disturbed during this live stream. All right, so that's why that fake beef happened the other day. What fake beef? You're not fighting Wilder for a long time, if he ever does. I don't know what fake beef you talking about. I bet
So he
Joshua
said,
fight.
yeah, just for 5 minutes after. Well, if water is ready, why don't you sign a contract? It's just there's one thing saying that, oh, I want to fight you. I can tell you right now, hey, CMD Boss report, I want to fight you. Let's make it
Yeah,
happen. And you send me a contract, and I don't sign it. So, so do you follow boxing, dude?
yeah. No, I mean, no,
Of
I
course,
didn't
I
know what you
follow
was talking
boxing.
about.
I'm a
But see, we
boxing fan.
talked about that earlier, right? The thing is, that's true. We talked about that. And but my thing was this. They want, all right, if Parker and Dillian Whyte fight, okay, in that fight, if Parker wins, most likely Hearn don't want anything, he's not gonna get that rematch with Joshua, okay? If Dillian Whyte wins, Dillian Whyte will get the rematch. But if Dillian Whyte loses, okay, they're gonna bring in Jamel Miller. I mean, yeah, Big Baby Miller. All right. That's how I sees it. Right. We talked about that earlier. I had no I just looked at the screen and you said something about fake beef. Yeah, I follows boxing. I don't think he was talking about you, uh, Daniel. I think he was talking about me because I asked what fake beef. What was he talking about? Dillian White is on the up. Can easily see him sparking out. All right, no problem. Just let you know. I just caught that. Remember, I don't know if you heard me. I was in the middle of a phone call too. Um, what do we think on Garcia and Portnoy? That's a hard fight. And all right, so man, we got a lot of Dillian White lovers, yo. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. That guy, I think he can do what is he can beat the guy, but I don't know, man. I just think Joseph Parker is stronger. And if Dillian White does beat Parker, all right, I can make him a B plus. All right. He's a shy way for being an A on my boxing report card. All right. I just don't have a pound for pound list. I have a boxing report card too. All right. Now, not every fighter is on my report card, but the ones that stand out the most to me. All right. And Dillian White stands out. But hey, I have to give him a grade and he's a B minus.
This fight is buzzing, man. A lot of people are just happy about this fight being made.
It's a good fight. It's a good matchup.
I think we're gonna have to talk about that tomorrow, bro. I'll give our thoughts about it. Might go live earlier, you know,
Right, right. Now, like I said, man, I might be
and,
getting
and,
a
and break the tires down, you know. For now, let's leave you guys to, for those of you guys who live in Europe, I guess it's bedtime.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm over here in the States. It's only 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I get it. And you have
And
things to do. You've been getting some calls and
yeah,
so that's some things, bro. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for joining me, bro.
and
Tomorrow we have to get it done again.
right, and subscribe to CMD Boxing Reports and to my boy Boxing Block Center.
Cheers, everyone. Peace out.
Catch you guys on the next one.